was it, SFX magazine. It all happened at the same time. Everything came out.
I tried to get SFX today when I went and grabbed this. Couldn't see it anywhere. But I know there's a generous Doctor Who feature in this.
Yeah. I did pull it up. She cried. But it did. Okay. Black Mirror cover, and amazing. I'm still interested in Black Mirror. It's not as good as it used to be, and I don't think I saw the last movie. They were too long. They were like an hour and a half long.
Yeah, I don't think Brooker should still be making this show. I think it's again, like we're saying about the Marvel. I think it's had its day. I think it'll.
Right. I mean, there's always time for a Twilight Zone type thing, but it's like it went from being cutting edge to being old. So, which is kind of weird, but that's...
And now he's going back and doing sequels to earlier episodes. This is a sign that the time is up now.
I'll watch it. I'll give it a go. But not so much.
Brooker should be moving on. Really, he should probably have been show running Doctor Who in 2018 and not that Muppet Chris Chibnall. I think he would have done something really staggering with it.
Different that we were never prepared for. I'm glad the editor now has a current age picture of him. He looked really.
Darren was using a classic picture, wasn't he?
So he was talking the rants or raves, anything I recognise. No, fine. What's going on? Kevin Bacon's in a new movie. On Prime Video from April 3rd.
I like Kevin Bacon. I haven't seen him for a while.
Well. Did you see the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special?
No, I forgot about it.
They kidnapped Kevin Bacon. It's really good. Everything that James Gunn does is good. This looks interesting. A Dune game. It's only for PC though. Yeah. I think in the news world. I like. But what do you think of Amy Pascal and David Heyman as the showrunners?
I've read so little about it. It's still sort of cooking. So I think that we'll probably talk about that on the Spacebook on Saturday. Whilst I've read up a little bit more about it, because I've heard of her, never really heard of him. So
he did I think the best Harry Potter movies.
Oh, okay.
He's a very big driving force behind them, and she seems to have the golden touch with Sony. Like all the projects she's done have been very good.
People before Marvel, before the age of woke,
right?
Amy Pascal's name was mud. People in fandoms hated that woman.
Yeah, I know. I can't work because I think she rebooted Spider-Man.
They seem to blame her.
Yeah.
For the failure of Spider-Man 3. I think the belief is that she was the one who insisted Sam Raimi put Venom in it. I could be wrong, but
how many years ago is that now?
I'd say at least 13 years ago, maybe 14.
No, I can...
Long time.
I think the recent Spider-Man movies, the Marvel one's been good, Into the Spider-Verse has been good, they've been innovative, they've been clever, they've been inventive. I like what she's doing.
Well, you think that was what people used to get obsessed about in fandom?
Yeah, you should fast forward 10 years, mate, and see what's coming to you. Starship Troopers, Daniel Craig as Sergeant Rock, which is weird. Magic the Gathering.
Apparently Daniel Craig's turned down that role in the end. They're looking at Colin Farrell instead, which is also strange, seeing he's the Penguin.
I mean, not a fan of Penguin. I have to tell you, not a fan of Penguin. But what's this one? Solomon Kane. No, I'm not interested in that. And Wacky Races. It's funny. I watched the Seth Rogen show, the studio, where he's the studio head.
Oh,
have you heard of it?
No.
It's on Apple Plus. Not a recommend. It's like he's this massive douchebag, but he's a nice guy. He's like it's like narcissistic fanfic. Essentially, Kevin Goldsman taking on the Irving Allen universe, right? Time Tunnel, Land of the Giants, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. That could be really good. It depends what he does with it, but like that could be really, really good.
Akiva Goldsman's somebody who's been around for such a long time that and connected with so many things of varying quality. It's a name that it doesn't make me feel one thing or another. I think that you could turn each of those three formats into probably good. You could revive the TV shows by all means, but I think that what would suit them best really would probably to do big movies of each of them. I think that could be a laugh. I think that could be something people go for.
I know. I would do Time Tunnel as a TV show, but I'll do Land of the Giants and Voyage of Monmouth as movies, probably.
Land of the Giants, in my view, was not a very good show at all. There was about 3 episodes worth of story, and they span it out. So I don't know how long it was on for, but it was far too. I lasted about 15 episodes before I thought, this is fucking terrible. It's the same every week.
It wasn't as bad as a similar show from the late 70s, which had, was it Jan Michael Vincent with this like light you up glowing tuning fault thing?
I never saw that.
I can't remember. This, Robert Martinet is saying it's the best thing that they've done in Star Trek. Is better than Picard season 3. Is Navin Andrews starring and podcast John McCann. At least he's Indian, right? He's got that like Karney kind of look to him.
That's superb casting.
It really is, isn't it?
Whatever format you put it in, brilliant casting. The fact that it's only in your ears is next to criminal. I'm sure that Rob's right.
Yeah, you said. So apparently, Rob Kaczynski, the guy who was in the Section 31, English guy who was in EastEnders. He
used to be in EastEnders.
That's the one. He was saying Kurtzman told him that Star Trek is dying. I wonder how. How that happened, Alex? Boys from Brazil.
I did wonder about Rob Kaczynski because he has always been somewhat of a rogue element. Yes. He was initially, consistently being removed from the cast of EastEnders and put on sort of gardening leave and then brought back for various behaviours, shall we say. He's a bit of a wild card, very outspoken. So I'm not surprised at all out of that pack of people involved in making that terrible film that he would be the one who comes out and says, look, it's a piece of shit. What do you want from me?
Have you ever heard of the Boys from Brazil? You ever seen the movie from the 70s?
Oh, years ago, yeah. There's a lot of studios in it.
Jeremy Strong is leading it. Jeremy Strong, I'm doing a rewatch of a show called Succession, which I really recommend. I just finished season 2.
Gangster show, is it? Organised crime stuff.
No. It's about it's kind of like about the Rupert Murdoch family. Like
okay.
And it's mostly about the sibling relationship between the billionaire's children and like what a shitty person the guy who owns Fox or whatever it's called in the show is. But it's pretty much Jeremy Strong's in it. He's very good, right? He's got this big smoldering intensity.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, they're doing Captain Planet comic. No, thank you. They're here. So they just released the cover. Let me see if I can and I'm really excited by it. Right, it's incredible. It doesn't take much to get one excited.
This is nice that they do this sort of dedicated Doctor Who news area.
Yeah, well, again, it's one of their big demographics. Great cover. You got me on board for this range. I hope they don't fuck it up. Right?
Tim Foley isn't a writer I'm particularly excited about, but I know that Matt Fitton is kind of show running this line.
It's better than you think. Right, he's done he did a great Fifth Doctor story, Autumn story. Like it was one of the all-time greats of that. In fact, he's actually done a lot more. I think is it Tim Foley or I can't remember. Somebody did the one about Lovecraft, and I put in all this like heavy-handed stuff about how racist he was. That's probably came from the BBC. I'm just trying to find his name, Tim Foley.
Snare is a very Ninth Doctor sort of title. It's
right. Yeah,
they really screwed up the line of Ninth Doctor releases before.
Yes, I
actually lost interest.
Well, I can sort by oldest first. Let me see what he's done.
Yeah, they've got a chance to bring, and I will be back on board for these, so they'd better be bloody good.
So, well, this was quite good, but he only did one episode in them. That was just kind of trying them out. When the Wotan was on a jump drive, like a thumb drive in the 2000s, which Yvonne Hartman,
Oh, okay.
which I thought was really good. But when did he start doing like that? Was a good story. But he actually really like once they moved into like higher profile stuff, like he really broke his. I believe the thing he did in this one was good. The third Doctor ones. The Clone Masters was the best of the spin-offs. This was very good. Doctor Who Unbound. I really like that one. So he's done a bunch of Ninth Doctor stuff. This is it. 40 Volume 2. This was awesome. I can't believe how much I love this.
Okay.
It was really good. So I find him a more often better than not writer. Right? Look, I'm certainly on board for this. There's so much stuff I'm not on board for. Right? It does look quite exciting to me.
No, I'm excited by it as well, and they I mean, I can't believe they lost me last time, but they did. So I'm happy to come back and try again with these because these two performers in those roles, it's magical. So
yeah, and I think they're very good at recreating eras. I just hope they don't fuck it up. Please don't fuck it up, okay? That's what we're saying.
No wokeism. I mean, particularly in something that's set in 2005, it needs to be contemporary to that time.
You'd be lucky. You might do okay. This is quite good. Conclave with Vampires, Mark Miller's new series. See, Mark Miller, I just don't get. He used to be such a great talent, and he kind of vanished. I think he vanished into like movie deals.
It's that deal with Netflix, isn't it? I mean, he's the stuff he's been writing the last couple of years. Apparently, it's fantastic. The 3 books. What's the one called? The Big Hunt or something like that.
I don't know.
And there's a team book he's doing. He's doing another series of
he did,
Nemesis.
Jupiter's Rising or something. I can't remember. Which was very good.
No, he's moved all of his creator-owned stuff to a new publisher. He's gradually sort of bringing it all out again.
Okay. So that'll be good. Black Mirror. The Callisto was a good episode, but it is always worrying when they go back and do sequels. Maybe I don't know. Again, I'll be watching it. I'll give it an honest review. This is a big article on it, man. It goes on for a while. Okay, they're very excited. I'm amazed. I'm excited about this. Okay, my recommendation to you is this: Andor's 10 episodes long or something like that. Start with episode 5. Forget everything. You don't need the first 5 episodes. Like, just start with episode 5, and then it goes at quite a nice clip after that. Right? I'm amazed how optimistic I am about this.
It looks like he's in the TARDIS there.
Well, yeah, everything's very you see lots of the the Imperial lifestyle. She was great in it as this.
She was good.
Officer, right? Genuinely chilling. One of the least interesting people was Mon Mothra, which they focus on a bit too much.
They've cast that part very well, but I know what you mean. She seemed a bit of a sort of somewhat stoic compared to how I always saw her.
I mean, they had, what's his name? Stellan Skarsgård. He's been fantastic.
I like him.
It's just like, I know, just don't be as boring as you were last time. Oh yeah, this is another Doctor. This is what I mean about it looking so much better, right? It's never looked this good. The design is perfect. It looks like it's had time and trouble.
You would never think that this was made within sort of 8 weeks of that initial lot having wrapped up, particularly George of the World, which looked threadbare and piss poor. This looks like $1 million. It looks full of color as well. So
and I love the design aesthetic on Robot Revolution, which is all like very Flash Gordon. I think they have a picture of the spaceship. Where was it in the other one? Yeah, one second. Make me look over here.
Flash Gordon, Fallout, that kind of thing.
Wait a minute. They have the preview over here, which and it's not in here. You had like I saw the spaceship, which is a very traditional rocket ship. And again, they paid the extra money for this to be hand drawn, and boy, do I think it was worth the money. Right, this animation, it really looks good. Again, just don't be queer shit, and it'll be good. I don't know, but even then, can you get over the drag factory shooting Gatwa? I don't know.
So on past experience, I mean, I maintain in my view, some of the episodes in the last series were really entertaining, and a lot of the 60th anniversary stuff was. But all it takes is one scene where they drop a clanger, making some statement about queerness, and it certainly ruins it for everybody on this side of the aisle, and it distances a great number of people too in the general audience, because they don't want to put their kids in front of that. So all it takes to ruin any of these episodes potentially is between 50 and 30 seconds of reckless politicization.
But on the outside, Millie Gibson has a fantastic pair of tits.
Look at them.
Really? I mean, like, I don't care the special effects. It's good for
That's a special effect in itself, my friend.
It's certainly having a special effect on me, and quite a good one. But this is one of the. I love this design aesthetic. Isn't that great? There
was a similar spaceship in the Star Beast, wasn't there? Another thing, right. I loved the look of the Star Beast episode. I thought it was
the Star Beast was based purely on the Dave Gibbons design from the comic. No interest whatsoever in The Last of Us Season 2. Like, zero.
Couldn't give a shit about this.
What's this? Dropping by. Was a new horror drop. Never heard of it. I'm not really that into horror. Keep spinning. Wheel of Time. No interest at all. Although, she will do well at Serverland. You know, it'd be a great Serverland? Eva Green. Oh, let's see Eva Green be evil. She's old enough. She'll be great.
Yeah, another one of my favourites, Eva Green. I like them dark and stroppy.
Yes. This, I would rather watch Zardos than this. This looks awful. And also this, God, Handmaid's Tale stuff. Okay, women out there. Okay, blonde, wealthy, college-educated women. You're not oppressed. Stop pretending you are.
Can't believe they're still making that show. Anybody's still interested?
I know. What's Mickey 17? Clones.
I've never seen the other 16 movies, so I'm not going to watch this.
So Robert Pattinson and Mark Ruffalo. I mean, that's two strikes against it right there.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo is really a problem for me. Yeah. Why do you get that? None of this interests me. In Lost Lands. Mirko and David Batista. I thought Paul J. Anderson. So
this is the one that we talked about.
Yeah. This I thought it'd be good, but then it looked like it was shit. Daredevil. I really got to try and force myself to episode 2 and 3. I don't know.
I think it's worth a second look. I'm looking forward to seeing the. I think there's a new one tonight or tomorrow. I don't know.
Okay, this is the first time I haven't bought an animation out. Have you bought this one yet?
It's the first one I haven't pre-ordered either. I'd forgotten that I hadn't ordered it.
I know.
I hear that it's very good. I've had a few messages from people who've watched it already and said how good it is. So I'll definitely be getting it. But I totally forgotten about it.
See, to me, I'm put off by it being it's outmoded technology, right? And that's really what it's just outmoded now. And I'm just saying it's done.
Yeah.
Where it was like future looking, now it's not. I really got to check out this movie, Electric State. People have been taking a shit on it, but it's on Netflix, so it's free. So okay.
I haven't really got any great interest in it. I think the Russo brothers are incredibly overrated. I like Millie Bobby Brown. I think she's very sweet and quite talented. Chris Pratt, I can take him or leave him either as well. There's usually something with an 80s aesthetic would get me right away, but that just hasn't. So I'll probably watch it on a rainy day.
Have you opened up your season 7 Blu-ray yet?
No.
Oh, you're hurting me. I'm about over a third of the way through, right?
Probably this weekend I'll be opening that up.
Don't know any of these things. First, I can't remember that movie. Deep Blue Sea. That was Samuel Jackson. Oh yeah,
really, really fun film from about 25 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, Godzilla versus Bellante. It was from '89. I must have seen this on TV one Sunday afternoon. None of this is really getting my attention. No, I'm not going to read any of these. The Art of Making Mickey 17. I don't know anything about Mickey 17. I don't want to like the art. Okay, whatever. I'm glad you did some work on it. Even from the top, this looks good. Evolution of the Toy Dalek, collecting. I'm up for this book.
Yes, my mate Alex, who's written. In fact, we've just recorded an episode of the podcast where I talked to Alex and the publisher David J. Howe about this book in great detail. So,
that was so much fun. I really
for
loved
that.
it. And it's also got forward by Richard Hayes. He was on your show on Tuesday, wasn't he?
No, that's a different person. That was
on your show, who's like a real writer.
Paul Hayes was on the show the other day.
I was close.
You're near enough. Yeah.
Yeah, come on. It's the same person now.
Oh,
Okay.
Paul Hayes was great. Yeah, he was really good company.
Yeah, I really liked him on your show. Although, again, I wish I was there when he said, like, I don't understand people just not liking new Doctor Who when it comes out. I'm like, dude, it's because it's the opposite of Doctor Who. It's a travesty.
When you listen to people of Paul's mindset though speak in that way,
yeah.
I think it reminds us that there are people within the community, within the fan community, who do feel just as he does. And right. I don't know. On one side, I think we could dismiss it as a sort of complacency, but in some respects, I think it comes from a genuine place. I know people
genuine.
Yeah,
100%, I agree with you. By the way, if you're looking for a fun 2008, do you think to my this is great? I love Shakara. I think he basically just says Shakara and I am death. Right for the whole thing. In the first page, they destroy Earth. It's awesome. It's really bonkers. Henry Flint does it. I really like that. That's a good thing for you to buy to read. Like when you want something to read, I would. This is a recommend. Right, and you probably enjoy it.
I keep meaning to get into those the 2000 AD collections because I didn't read 2000 AD as a kid. Well,
if you want to get into the collection, they have the part work, which is
I've considered getting it. I've got several. I've got a few. I've got a few hardbacks and things, 4 or 5 of various Judge Dredd tales, the ones that everybody's got, like Judge Death and things like that. But I'm not steeped in 2000 AD, not at all.
I have so little interest in this Genesis of the Cybermen.
No, I suppose there must be a market for them, but I'm not interested in them either.
No. And then there's another Walking Dead series. I didn't know. Okay.
No, again, Walking Dead is another thing that is now people to a large extent. People have no idea that Walking Dead is still a thing, and yet they're probably making more of it than ever because it's old news. It's a thing from the past in the way that the Marvel movies are a thing from the past, and that I can't see, and people will be surprised when it happens. This new Avengers movie, Doomsday, when that comes out, it's not going to do what they think it's going to do.
I don't think it will. I think they need a new genre to move on to. And honestly, I think Superman might do the trick because I think it's a really fun. It looks to me to be like the Super Friends live action.
Yeah, right? Superman looks great, and it will be a big success, and it'll have a success external to our communities. And
that's what big success is.
Yeah,
I agree with you a lot there. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.